What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with the season finale of Paradise, Season 1, Episode 8. This episode was titled The Man Who Kept the Secrets. Now, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then have me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, you guys, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, you guys, let's go ahead and discuss the season finale of Paradise, shall we? Man, you guys, I am ecstatic for season 2. Season 1 was really good. This season finale, my God, it was so good. Now, we see, remember, now this episode, it put all the pieces together. You remember earlier in the season when Sinatra went to that man and told him to build her city, right? Well, in this episode, we see as there are men building her city, right? And we see as the men are forming relationships with each other because they're working in close proximity to each other and they're getting to know each other. Now, there is a black guy and a white guy. The black man, I forgot what his name was. I so forgot what that man's name was in this episode. Adam, that is his name. So Adam and Trent. So Adam and Trent are building a relationship with each other, right? Again, they're working so close to each other, right? Now, when they were starting to get deep into the building of the city, Trent, who is the head of everything, right? He found that there was sulfide hidden in the walls. And that's going to make the men sick, right? So he wanted for his people to be safe. So he tried to take it to the big guy, the one who's building the city, and tell him like, yo, they're sulfide. You're going to make these men sick and they're going to expire, right? So he brought it up. And the next day that Trent went to work, bitch, he couldn't get in because his access was revoked. And I was like, wow. And the crazy thing is, these are men, those were men of color. And it just kind of reminds you of things in the past where men and women of color were treated as less than human. Because that's grimy. That's grimy as hell. That's grimy as hell. So then we also see as Trent is got like this board of shit to get, like it's like a map of everything we see, like it's a lot of stuff that he got going on. Now, also remember earlier in the season when we saw that one man that went to one of Cal's press conferences and attempted to shoot at him, that was Trent. So Trent, I was like, wow, dude, I get it. And honestly, it felt like Trent fell in love with Adam. Like, that was the vibe that I got, that Trent fell in love with Adam, right? Now, we move back to Xavier. So Xavier is telling Nicole to let him go, right? Remember, because Sinatra in episode 7 said she wanted her people back, her guns, and she wanted this place back to normal. So he called Nicole, told Nicole, like, let him go. It wasn't Sinatra. It was someone else, right? So Nicole asked him, like, what does she have on you? He told him, my daughter. So she wants to look at so Nicole wants to look at arrival date and if they miss someone. Now, we do see as the people are returning the guns, right? But Jeremy is still reading this transcript to the people. And then we see as Henry is addressing the people of Paradise, right? Now, we move over to Gabriella. So Gabriella, she is trying to talk to Sinatra, who told her, you know, she has done some terrible things. And she told her she's done some terrible things. And she told her she is done, right? So Presley was still with that crazy ass Jane. I hope Jane goes next season. I really, truly do, because that bitch is crazy. This episode just showed how crazy Jane is, right? And once again, she got a pint of ice cream. I said, girl, I hope you're not doing what I think you're doing to to Presley, right? I hope you're not. So Jane. So then we see Sinatra. She told her she'll handle. Actually, Sinatra told her that she's talking to Jane. It is right. She's telling Jane she'll handle Xavier, but she's worried about what to do with Presley, who knows too much, right? Which can point to each of them, to point them to each other, right? So Jane asked for the we. Jane asked for that damn we. And Sinatra was like, "Are you fucking insane?" And Jane felt the way and she ended the call. I said, "Sinatra, I think it would have been your best bet to get his crazy bitch that we. Because that's going to come up again later, right?" Now, we see as Xavier went back to Cal's place, right? Looking around to see if there may have been something that he overlooked, right? So Xavier, he found the CD for Jeremy. And so he played the CD, right? So then Xavier, remember the numbers that were on that cigarette? Xavier remembered that number on the cigarette. So we see Nicole. So Nicole, she went to Gabriella's wanting the psych records for everyone on arrival day. So Gabriella told her those files were confidential. And we see as Xavier went to the library and Nicole and Gabriella are now going over the records and they did find something. And I was like, okay, what did y'all find? And shout out to Cajun, because Cajun did say something in my last video. The person who did this has been in plain sight the entire time. Because I went back, I was looking at this episode, I was like, okay. So then we see Jane. So she texts Sinatra saying the problem has been eliminated. I said, girl, what the fuck does that mean? So the number on the cigarette, it is, I guess it would be their version of the Dewey Decimal System. So we see as Nicole and Gabriella, they pulled up everything. So the woman at the diner, right? The woman at the diner is not who she says she is, right? So Xavier found the book, and in the book is stuff that Cal has written down, right? Now, Maggie is the name of the woman. Her name is Maggie. So they're back at the diner, and they know that Maggie is not, quote unquote, is not really Maggie. So Maggie is saying he made her do it, right? And then we see as Trent came up behind Xavier and knocked Xavier the fuck out. I said, so it was you. But then I started looking at Xavier, I'm not at Trent. I'm like, wait a minute. You look familiar, which we'll get to in a minute. So we find out that Trent went to prison. He called Adam up, right? Adam told Trent like, yo, I'm sick. It ain't nothing that can be done for me. I'm dying. But again, this is why I said it felt like Trent was in love with Adam. Like, because the way he was talking to him, it sounded like someone, because he said he wanted to protect him and save him, right? But he was like, there's nothing that can be done at this point, right? So then we see as this fool broke out of prison and stole a guard's outfit, right? So then he found this couple and got them out their car, took them behind some bushes, and took both of them out and stole their identities. I said, well, I be damned. So then that's where he met Maggie at, the fake Maggie. He met Maggie at a gas station who was drowning her sorrows. And so they linked up with each other. I was like, sir, again, is all of this behind the sulfide and Adam? Again, were you in love with, like, it really gave that he was in love with that man. Because the things that you have done, sir, okie dokie. So then we do see as Maggie and Trent got to Paradise, right? Now, they're scanning, they have these bands on there, which I never noticed that until Xavier cut his band off. But they had these bands on, right? And he doesn't have his band on. So then he pretends that he's having a panic attack, and that distracted the woman because when she scanned their IDs, their pictures came up. These people don't look like those people, right? And I was like, ma'am, do you not see that that man don't look like that man and that woman don't look like that woman? But his distraction worked well enough for them to be able to get in. I was like, that was, man, they should fire you. They should find you and fire your white ass because the fuck. So we're going back in time a little bit. So we see as Cal went to make the mixtape, and that's when everything, we see Trent as the librarian, and I was like, oh, you were hidden in plain sight this whole entire time. And that's when he decided to make the mixtape. Then we see as Cal is also writing things inside of the, writing things, and he's putting it in the book. And so this is the thing that Xavier found, right? Because this is talking about the people that are alive in the outside, right? So then we see as what does that say? Oh, so then we get to the night that Cal, untimely demise. So we see as Trent, snuck on the property, right? Clocked Cal over the head, right? So he didn't take Cal out in that particular moment, right? He did not take him out. He just clocked him and knocked him out. So then we see as Cal has this package of cigarettes and he put X on the cigarette. Trent's crazy ass noticed him and Trent went over there and finished the job. And I was like, damn. All this because of Billy and crazy ass Jane, right? And so then he left. So we see as Xavier comes to, and Xavier is tied up to a bookcase. And so at this point, crazy ass Trent he put everything together and Trent is explaining shit to him, right? Now we see as Nicole found Xavier and she said that they should call an end, but he said no. He knows where he is. So then we see as they found Trent, right? Trent is at the top of the sky. I was like, this man is finna jump, ain't he? But they were able to talk him down. I said, I don't give a damn how much y'all talk this man down. This man is about to jump. And lo and behold, he jumped. I said, well, I'd be damned. I know that was a long ass fall. And he fell on somebody's roof. Because Xavier went back to tell Sinatra, like, so we know who did it, and you're going to have to go scrape him off of somebody's roof, right? So he asked her, where's his daughter? And she told him, she's sorry. She never intended for things to go this far. So he pretended to cry, right? And he pop Jane's men. So he pointed the gun at Jane, and then he said, not Jane, Sinatra. He pointed the gun at Sinatra, right? And then, boom, Sinatra got hit. I said, who the fuck hit her? It was that crazy ass Jane. I said, bitch, y'all, when I tell y'all I hollered when I saw that Jane was the one who shot her. And so Jane told Xavier, Presley is safe. She's with me. And so he left to go find Presley, right? So then Jane is talking to Sinatra, and she basically shot this bitch because of that fucking weed. I was like, see, you should have just gave the bitch the damn weed in the first place, right? So we see as Nicole, she's telling Xavier that they need to know what happened out there, right? So Presley asked if it's real because she found out as well. And she told him, bring her home. So then we see as Henry is stepping in for Sinatra, we see Xavier leaving, and then Sinatra was in a damn coma. I was like, but she hit her. I mean, she must have hit her in a good place because that bitch was in a coma. I said, well, I'd be damned. Then you see at the end of the episode, Jane is playing that damn Wii. I said, this bitch is crazy. I really hope that she is taken out next season, right? So then we see Jeremy as he listens to the mixtape, and then we see as all the people are gathering in the city around that mural of the 4 people that were taken out previously. So yeah, you guys, overall season 1. I'm excited for season 2. That's why I said season 2, but I'm excited for season 2. Season 1 of Paradise was really good. You know what? Maybe I should have put episodes 7 and 8 together because that one was 17 and this is only 15 minutes. But I mean, it is what it is. You guys, season, I enjoyed every minute of Paradise. What I will say, because I feel like this is a short video, if I did miss anything in the episode that you guys want to discuss, y'all know what y'all can do. Y'all can definitely hop down in the comment section and let me know. But until we get season 2, you guys, which I know that I know that they I don't know if they can finish filming season 2, but I know season 2 was previously in production because I did see a picture of what's his name? What's his name? What's his name, y'all? Y'all don't have to put it in the comments because I know his name. Sterling K. Brown. I know I saw a picture of Sterling K. Brown filming season 2. So let me see if there's any information on season 2 of Paradise. Let's see. Yeah, we don't really have anything yet. We just had the first look of season 2, and this was on April 21st, which was a few weeks ago. About a month or so ago. Season 2 was in production around April 21st, so I don't know if they have finished filming, but like I said, we see as Xavier left out of Paradise. This is the still of him. If you guys can see it, that's the still of him. Like, these are the stills from season 2. So yeah, you guys, season 2 is underway. I'm excited about it. But again, let me know what you guys thought about the season overall. Again, I know most of you guys have already watched it, so I'm the late one to the party, but we're here and we'll be here for season 2, you guys. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, share the video, and until the next time, you guys, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Man, you guys, it ain't no script. I don't have nothing scripted besides. Wait, I don't have nothing scripted. I don't have any scripted shows. I have no scripted shows. I just thought about that. We're going to have to find something, you guys. Y'all, I may have to pick up Divorced Sisters. And I don't want to. I don't 100% want to, but I just thought about that. I have nothing scripted because Power ended this past Sunday. This show, Paradise, this is the final episode of season 1. We got to find something. Let me know. Here's the thing. If there's any scripted shows that are coming up, I know there's one coming up, but I don't watch BMF, so I don't review BMF, and I don't watch it, so I can't touch that show. But if there's anything scripted that's coming up, let me know what you guys are watching scripted. I do know some that are coming up this summer, but the ones that are coming up this summer are Tyler Perry shows. Because Divorced Sisters premieres next month on BET+. Then Sisters premieres in July on my birthday, and bitch, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. But I haven't watched the last season or 2 of Sisters, so I'm so behind, so I don't know nothing about Sisters, so I can't talk to y'all about it because I don't know what's going on, and I don't want to. But yeah, you guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, you guys, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.